Okay, so let's start. Today I'm gonna show you a different retake. Okay, so today I'm gonna show you a wonderful counter against Italian. Like opponent plays c4, we play e5, he plays knight f3, knight c6, right? Bishop c4, obviously the Italian. Now we have to go with the d4. Opponent takes the knight, right? We take his knight. Opponent push the pawn to take this pawn. We can block with the c5. If we don't do this, if we just maybe play something another like doing castle is his priority, we can still develop that bishop because we have to control the center and we have to maintain the control of the center. This pawn is holding our game, right? So we have to protect that pawn, and even if someone kills that pawn, we have to take with the bishop, right? Let's suppose if he takes with this, right? And if he takes, our bishop is covering the whole center, right? Now, let's suppose if he takes, I go, right? Sorry, we have to take with the knight, and if we push, we go with the c5, right? If he takes, I take, controlling the center. If we don't, if we just go with the, what do you say? The scholar's mate, right? If we just go for the scholar's mate directly, we're gonna go with the knight f6, we protect it. If he tries to go with the attack on the e5, right? Then we can simply put the queen on the e7, pinning this pawn. Maybe he'll take this pawn. We're gonna take that free pawn, and now this is a pawn. If he protects and remove the, what is it? Pin, right? We're gonna take the free pawn with the queen, maybe. No, we cannot take it with the queen because if we do, he can just go and pin our queen, right? So we're gonna take it with the bishop. Now, if he goes with rook, meaning the bishop, we're gonna simply move the queen to the d6, and now the pin has been removed. Like it's absolute pin, but then you can just do the castle and remove the pin, easy, right? Unless until you cannot get it. Also, you are attacking on the h7, so it's pretty good position. Now, let's suppose if it develops, and then we can continue the game with the whole center. Now, what if we don't take this knight, right? If we just go for the free pawn, then we are winning already because we're gonna take this attack, like double attack on the knight and the g2. Now, if he gives you a fork, you go with the Blackburne Shilling Gambit, like capture the g2, right? If he protects the rook, then this is the check, he protects with the bishop, and this is the checkmate. Now there are variations, obviously. If you go and if he captures the rook, we're gonna capture the rook also, right? He can protect with the bishop. Then we have to take this free pawn first, he protects again, right? We take again, check, and he goes with this, and then we can open this pawn. Now there are a lot of variation. Mostly he'll attack the knight for removing the guard on this. Then we can check, we can give a checkmate threat, and whatever we do, it's a checkmate unless until if he sacrifices the queen. We take, if he takes, this is the best continuation from the white, and if we don't do that, that's just a simple checkmate, right? If we, let's suppose, just capture the knight, this is a check. So that's the variation from the white if he goes for the simple fork. Now what if he takes the pawn with the bishop? We can just go to the e7, right? Now it's still an attack on the knight and a bishop. It's still a bad position for him. Maybe he go with the attack with the knight. We're gonna capture the g2, right? It's attack on the rook. The rook will save himself. It's a check mostly, right? And now it's already a mate if queen blocks, right? Let's suppose after this, if he takes the knight first, so there's not a checkmate, but check, check, he go for this, then we're gonna attack the knight. If he saves the knight and move it to somewhere like this, right, then we're gonna simply go and give him a check, right? He moves and this is a check. Now let's suppose what if he plays the knight at the best place, right? Still we're gonna give a check. He moves. It's still a check on a g4, and he moves, and this is the checkmate, right? So this is the variation. if he takes with bishop also. Now what if he takes this pawn? If I go here, neither he take with the bishop and neither he take with the knight. He just go back. Now what is the best continuation as a black here? We can just take this knight, okay? If he takes with the queen, it's an attack of, queen to the checkmate. Now the best thing we can do here is to take this queen to the e7. Now he cannot checkmate obviously. So this is a basic scholar mate opening. Then you can continue the game from here, like a normal game. That was the whole Blackburne Shilling Gambit with the 2 and the 3 third variation also. The third variation was pretty simple. But yeah, it has to be normal. Hope you like this counter. If you like it, just drop the like button, follow the Dhyan Academy and drop the subscribe button also. And hope to see you in the next video again. Keep the bell icon on and peace out.